Welcome, welcome, welcome to the show. It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, and I have some things to talk about today, some things I want to get off my chest. But before we get to all of that, I need you to know that today is Wet Wednesday, and on Wet Wednesdays, we usually take it a lot of places. Um, Less media, more about personal opinion and the things that go through this crazy little head of mine. But today, we are going to talk about a few things. We're going to take it from a negative aspect, turn that into some positivity, and then keep it flowing with the positivity. But before we do all of that, got something to play for y'all. We're going to play this commercial from our affiliates. That's what we're going to do. Let's go.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to fiverr.com today and get something started.
All right, I'm back. I had to pay that. And so you know that if you want to, first of all, I've used Fiverr before for many projects because, sometimes you get a little short-handed, you need a little extra help. Um, and I will say most of my experiences using Fiverr were very positive. I've gotten what I asked for in a timely fashion. I think maybe 2 days tops is the longest I ever waited on a project. So yeah, check them out. The link is in the description. If you have a project you want to work on, you want to work on your branding and all of that good stuff, the link is in the description. All right, so let's get to this. I have something that I want to talk about today. I said I was going to start with the negative first and then move our way back to the positive vibes that we need to move our way back to. But
no, because he make me.
Hold on.
No, because he make me feel like,
bitch, how old is you? Like, grow the fuck up.
Oh, he get you.
Yeah, he do that to me.
It makes me be like, okay, because I used to pack my shit up. Like, bitch, I'm leaving. Fuck you.
That's
fake
me.
Booking a flight. Really never booked the flight. Fake booking the flight. Like, calling my manager, like, yeah, bitch, book me a flight home. Fuck this nigga. You know, calling my mama, throwing shit, breaking shit, fighting, and then like, now you got to stop me from leaving. But I was never going nowhere.
Oh, yep, you're a toxic one.
Pull your gun out and show me, like, bitch, leave. I wish you would walk out the door.
Forgot my mic was off because I turned the mic off so you wouldn't hear the echo. But I want to talk about this very toxic display, this very toxic behavior that this young lady has. If you don't notice, her name is Ari Fletcher, baby mama to G Herbo and girlfriend to Moneybag Yo. All right, so now that we cleared that up for those who do not know who she is, she made that statement. Well, she did an interview, and that was a part of the interview, a clip from the interview. And so I wanted to start with that because, first, when you make statements like that as a woman, you invite in a bunch of toxic behavior. Then you have people thinking that it's okay to do that to other people. And I also want to play her response to people's reaction to the statement she made. Like, I'm not even going to play the end of that because what she said next was she wanted him to go get his tool and show her that he don't want her to go. That is very toxic. That is very toxic behavior. First of all, I would never want to be in a situation with a man, with my significant other, to the point where I want him. First of all, it scares me because it gives me the idea that maybe she's one of those beat me, it's not time to cuss, but beat me, love me kind of girls. That's the vibe she's giving me. Ladies, it's not cute for you to be out here being toxic towards anyone. And it's not cute for your man to be toxic towards you. And to be honest, as somebody who has dealt with domestic violence in my past, I'll say it's just not Like, you don't, oh my gosh. Why would you even want that in a relationship? Why would you want somebody to treat you like crap? Or, I mean, I get what she's coming from, which is basically, and Drea Michelle, she lost her Fendi deal behind her comments over some toxic. It was in the same lane of toxic behavior, but well, maybe because she's young, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She's still kind of rather young, and maybe that's what she saw when she was coming up, and just maybe, I don't know. I wasn't there, but maybe she saw toxic behavior like that and thought that was love. That's not love, bro. I don't want no man pulling out his firearm to force me to stay anyway. I don't want to have to pull all kinds of tricks out of the bag just so he'll stay where he doesn't want to be, or to try to keep, like, that's not the vibe that, you know what I mean, I would want. But then her response, hold on, let me get y'all back right. Hold on. Let's get to your response to the negative reaction to what she said. Hold on. We're going to get to it.
Okay, y'all stop trying to do a thing. Like, it's too early. And they will talk.
Nah, that's not the one. Hold on. Let's get to it. That's it.
One, you're ugly. You don't even have a man, first of all, who wants to pull out a gun on you, especially to not leave. Nobody wants to do that, okay? Not to you. Nobody even cares about you that much to do that. Two, y'all are in the comments like, oh, when I was in a relationship, this boy put out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We don't care. We don't care. We do not care at all. Like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't. We just don't care. One time my boyfriend, so what? So what? And now what? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Y'all trying to victim. You want to be a victim so bad. Why you want to be a victim so bad? I know I look crazy. Y'all don't know right. But like, we do not, I swear, I promise to Jesus, we do not care. Like, one, you're ugly. You don't even have a man, first of all, who wants to pull out a gun on you, especially to not leave. Nobody wants to do that, okay? Not to you. Nobody even cares about you that much to do that. Two, y'all are in the comments like, oh, when I was in a relationship, this boy put out. Nobody cares. Nobody.
I gotta stop muting the mic. I don't want the echo. I don't want y'all to have the echo. But the fact that she thinks, that told me a lot, that clip. The fact that she thinks that means that he cares because he does that, pulls out his weapon on her, tell you she's a ditzy bitch. Now, I'm gonna tell you, if you want him to smack you around and you want him to do all that stuff, that's your prerogative, sis. That don't have nothing to do with me. Personally, I don't have that kind of relationship. I wouldn't want to be in that kind of relationship anyway. And like I said, as somebody who dealt with domestic violence before, it's not a situation I would want to be in again. Thank goodness I'm in a situation where it's loving and easy going and laid back, and I don't deal with all that drama. But the problem is when you do these type of interviews and these young ladies out here looking up to you, because they do. Just be honest, she's not. Her name is not like, her name rings bells in these entertainment streets. Again, she's the baby mother of G Herbo, and now she's with Moneybagg Yo. So people know who she is. These little girls looking up to you. So you're making a statement like that publicly, mind you. And so now they think it's okay. It's too many young women out here losing their lives to domestic violence. That is a message in itself that you should not be pushing. And I'm be honest with you, it's not cute. It's not cute. So I say my message is to the women out here, and that means young women, older women, soon to be women one day. You know what I mean? Like grown women. If that's how you need him to prove his love to you, you might need to go sit down and talk to somebody. Because that toxic as behavior is never, ever, ever acceptable. Let alone, it's toxic towards him because now he got to go through all of the dumb stuff. Like who wants to do all of that? I'm going to need you to get your life together, baby girl. Sit down and really do some reflecting about who you are as a person and what true values look like. And I hope for the life of me that you don't always think that way. It's not a good way to think. Stop being toxic towards one another, especially when it comes down to relationships. And I understand, you go through problems, but it's not cool. You're not going to be happy. At some point in time, the person that you're doing all that with, creating all that toxic energy with, is going to get tired of it, and they're going to let your ass go. Because there ain't nothing you got or you doing that great that he want to sit there. I don't know. He might like it. Who knows? So let's move along. I have some good energy for y'all, though, because Wet Wednesdays, I really like to give y'all I don't want to say advice, but just little tidbits so that you can have a happy life. A happy life, a happy love life, a happy marriage, a happy relationship, whatever it is that you got going on. I want you to go forward with happy vibes and not that toxic shit. That shit is ridiculous. But before I get to that, let me play one more commercial. What's up, guys? It is me, your girl, Labora Lee. And guess what? Today is a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show, podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, fun way to expand your reach. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show can be online and listed in all major podcast directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more within minutes of finishing your recording. Following the link in our description, let Buzzsprout know that we sent you, and it gets you a $20 gift card from Amazon when you sign up for a paid plan. And it helps support our show. So let's start our podcast today. Let's get to creating, people. Time is of the essence. All right, I had to get rid of all of that negative energy. Push it out of here real quick because that shit was really, really... I saw that. I'm like, yo, I normally... On Wednesdays, normally, I would never, ever involve media or something that came from the media. But this is the one time I really wanted to add that. Because I saw it and I'm like, she really thinks, hold on. She really thinks that's the cute thing. She thinks that is cute. And the way she was telling the story, if you can go watch it, it's on probably in the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, or one of the other gossip outlets. But you could tell by watching the video, and I just showed it to you. I'm not going to play it again because I don't need her toxic energy coming back in here. You could tell she thought it was cute. Like, she really thought it was cute. And I don't really think that she thought it was going to be any backlash from what she said. Well, now you see, boo. You can't be out here just telling people anything. But anyway, so I want to talk today about passion. Passion, keeping passion in your relationship, in your marriage is very important. And I think sometimes a lot of times we forget about that part. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today and try to dig into it a little bit deeper. So, first I'm going to start with the reasons why people lose passion in their relationships. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've dealt with this in previous relationships. And who's to say that I won't deal with it in the future? I don't know, but I don't want to lose the passion. I want to keep up the fire. I want to keep the flame burning. I want to, go into my situation old and still. I want to be the old lady with my husband that's kicking the kids out, and we going to do our thing because we got passion, and it doesn't matter that we're old. But there's some reasons why the flame burns out, and you need to relight it or whatever. So the first one is real life shit. The things you go through in real life, cause and effect. You got children. You got to deal with work. You got to deal with other family. Other family members. It's a lot of things in life that'll take your attention away from your spouse. Unfortunately, that happens. And especially if you got a family full of craziness, and depending on how many, life happens. And so, you forget that you have that situation going on and that you should, pay more closer attention to it. Secondly, we stop putting in the effort. What is it called? The honeymoon phase that wears off. Sometimes people just lose interest, I guess, so to speak. And sometimes that plays an effect too. It happens. I think that you need to, we'll talk about that in a minute, but sometimes, you just stop putting in the effort. You get comfortable, complacent. Those are the words I would like to use. Sometimes we get too comfortable and it becomes routine, and then it doesn't look as appealing as it used to. That happens. Things get complicated. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you have your ups, your downs. That's how it goes. But I'll give my rebuttal to all of these things in a few. But yeah, things get real complicated. You guys get mad at each other and you hold grudges towards each other. And that, in turn, instead of y'all wanting each other more, now you just dislike each other. You don't want to deal with each other. You move from being passionate lovers to being just companions, and that's okay. But you gotta remember that you're still together. Y'all still doing your thing. Hold on, we got a comment. You still gotta remember that. Y'all gotta remember y'all still love her. Daniel Watson 05, can I have your biggest C for YouTube? I don't know what that's about, baby, but we're gonna keep it moving. So yeah, you lose having things common interests, that happens from time to time. Y'all become, instead of being individuals, y'all become one person. And I don't know, I love myself, but I love that the person that I choose to be with, I want them to be an individual. I don't want them, it's just we the same person. We're not the same person. We're two different people. The novelty wears off. Things aren't exciting anymore. It happens. That's life. Oh, thank you. Oh, so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. But it's things that you can do to stop all of that from happening. I'm gonna be honest. There are a lot of things that you can consider. One is remembering how the fuck y'all got there in the first place. It was something about that person that you were attracted to, and they were attracted vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's something about each other that you had an attraction for. So just remember those things. Remember the good times. Remember the bad times. Don't remember the bad times. So we're trying to reignite. But remember all of the memories that you have together. That's so fucking important. And I think people lose sight of that. Think about all the good times you had together. Think about all the times that you were going through something and that person was there for you. If that's not enough, I don't know. Communication. Make sure you're having, conversations with your spouse. Make sure that y'all understand each other and where your headspace is at. Because a lot of times you're angry at each other because you're not communicating with each other. Instead of just saying like, all right, babe, let's sit down and talk about what's going on right now. No, instead, you wind up, you wind up just forgetting about having a discussion. You end up not having discussions with each other, and nobody understands the other, and then everybody's just walking around like zombies. Making sure you prioritize time for your spouse. Make sure you set some time that y'all can have some time together, and it's nobody else. Nobody else. It's just y'all two. That's it. Oh, baby, I'm not a doctor, so I couldn't help your mom with breast cancer, but I'll always keep her in my prayers. I absolutely will. But yeah, just search for the right people to help her cope. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not a doctor, so I couldn't tell you. I'm just a woman who lived life. And try my best at this point in time to live my life to the fullest. That's about it. So again, making sure you prioritize your partner, give them what they need. Make sure you understand what it is that they need. Make sure you're making time for them. Get physical. Touch each other, hug each other, kiss on each other. Lay up on each other. I like that. That's my favorite time. It really is. Just like, and it is not even like a sexual thing. It's more so like feeling that security. Like if I could just go and lay on my man's lap and, he just rub my back or, rub on my body somewhere, small little touches, rub his fingers through my hair when I'm not wearing a wig. Those little things count and they mean so much, and it's a feeling of security, to be honest. Like it's like, all right, I'm safe here. I'm in a safe space. That physical is everything. Not only just like I said, but that getting physical does not necessarily mean going straight to the sex. That just means you're here and you making me feel safe. And ladies, don't ever get it twisted. Men need to feel safe too. They do. They need to feel the same sense of security that you want. They need it too. They need to feel like, all right, this is the person who I know got my back and she gonna beat it. That's needed. That's needed. Very much needed. Be curious. Ask questions. Maybe it's something that they need. Is another avenue for you to take to make sure that you turning them on. That's important. So yeah, ask questions. Try new things. See, be curious about what it is that you both need as a couple. Make sure you making the other person feel special. Nobody wants to be in a one-sided relationship. I know the hell I don't. And I want to feel just as special as you want me to make you feel. And as long as we both understand that, we can go a long, long way. But it has to be reciprocated. It can't be one-sided. So making sure your spouse is feeling, you want to make sure your spouse feels special. That's very important. Acknowledge the things that they do. And it doesn't matter how big. It don't have to be like, oh, you bought me a Corvette, or you bought me a Benz. Like, oh my gosh, you thought about me. You bought me a soda just because you thought about me. That's a small thing. But it's the fact that you thought maybe I'm thirsty. So you went and got me something to drink. Acknowledge those small things. Ladies, we cry so much about chivalry being dead, but if he opens your door, address that. Dang, I love that. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. He hold me down. Address that. Now I get in trouble because I accidentally open the door sometimes, but it's not on purpose. It's just like a habit. I'm a mom, and when I'm with my child, I open the door. So yeah, but acknowledge that, and not acknowledge those things that seem so much. Acknowledge them. They mean a lot. It's the little things that freaking count, man. Let go of the resentment. Something happened in the past. Y'all got the beefing about it. Y'all got upset. Some words were said. Everybody's feeling some kind of way. You can't keep holding on to things that you can't change. And you just can't keep holding on to things. You can't keep holding on to hurt. And especially if it's in a situation where you know that you've been hurt and you stayed in it, you just got to let go of some things. And if you're hurt to that point where you just can't get over it, that maybe you should reconsider, you know what I mean, your situation. But let it go. Let it go. Try to find some romance. Dinner. It don't even have to be like going out and spending a whole bunch of money. It's just like you get dinner, like one cook dinner for the other. That's lovely. Taking a nice walk together, a stroll, just having time to be romantic with each other. Romance, it scares me a little bit, not for my personal, but because I'm married in that department. It gets quite romantic where I'm at right now. But when I was out dating, it was so like mechanical. It was I didn't see a lot of romantic gestures, and I kind of knew those situations weren't for me because I wasn't saying like I'm a hopeless romantic. I want for you to just, come on, babe, let's just go for a walk. Type of stuff I'm into. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to do with money. It's just taking some time to make it spicy. Wooing each other, courting each other. That's very important. You ain't telling me about what my thing said. Let me try to change it while we go to commercial, but whatever. So yeah, keeping the romance. That's always a beautiful thing. But again, sometimes we forget. We don't think about the other person and how much that means to them. I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out how I could change this, but I can't. That's important. So yeah, keep the romance, baby. And readjust your thinking. That's very important as well. It's like you can't just always think from your standpoint. Sometimes you gotta think from another way. Thinking outside of the box. That's important. And then now let's get to the sex. Yes, get freaky with each other. Be kinky. All of that. Like, yes. Get nasty. Now, I done told y'all previously in this podcast and many times before, like, I gave you a date idea, and that don't even have to be the date idea. I just think it's very important for two adults to go into an adult toy store together and browse and look around and maybe purchase something and then go home and get freaky. I believe in that, though. So it is what it is. No relationship can be 100% passionate. So don't worry if it's not. Like, it fluctuates. So don't worry about if it's passionate all the time, because it can't always. You have life issues and things that you deal with. So it's not always, every day is not going to be a passionate day, but at least get a few passionate days in there. Surprises is always a good thing. Oh, it's nothing like a good ass surprise, but it got to be the right surprise. Don't come in there with no whole full leather outfit on and shit and toys and shit that your spouse is not into. You got to watch those surprises, but a good surprise. Maybe just coming home and I don't know. Surprises are good. I'm not going to tell you how to, I don't know your spouses, so I can't tell you how to surprise them, but surprises are good. They're a good thing. Break the routine. Have some variety. Do different, try different positions, try different scenarios. Just try to keep it spicy and new and fresh. Because you've been together for a while, most married couples, and most people who are in relationships that have lost the passion, they've been together for a while, and that's why they lost the passion. So spice it up, try a bunch of new shit, make new experiences together. Why not? Understanding passion and what passion looks like. Passion looks differently to everybody. Everybody else, everybody's passion is not the same passion. So just understand that it looks different to people. That's why the communication aspect of it is very important, because it looks different to everybody. Be flirty. Fellas, smack your girl on the ass every now and again. Just while she in the kitchen cooking, just come in there, wow, you know what I mean? Or kiss her on the neck. Or ladies, hug on them, rub on them, let them know you need them. And then work on yourself, because you're no good to somebody else if you don't have you together. You have nothing to bring to the table if your mental state of being is not together. If your physical state of being is not together, it's very hard to supply somebody else another human being with the things that they need if you don't have the things that you need. It's daggone near impossible. Have a date night. Go on a date. I gave you an idea. I already told you what you could do. Y'all not listening to me. But go on a date. Have some fun. And again, compliments are always good. They are. Like, it's nothing like somebody telling you you're beautiful, or you're handsome, or you looking like this, and you looking like this. It's not that serious. Be serious about your love, though, and your commitment. But not about sex, because sometimes people get the passionate part misconstrued. You can definitely continue to have sex without having passion. It's called a fuck. It's as simple what it is. We had sex. But when you're in a relationship, it's impossible to continue to keep it going if there's no passion there. Remember, foreplay is everything. It's good. Foreplay is everything. Foreplay is everything. Sometimes I'm not gonna. I was sitting here thinking about how I was going to go into detail about this thing, foreplay, but we grown here. This is why we do this podcast. We do this podcast because it is for where the grown people come to have a conversation, especially on Wet Wednesdays. So we all grown here. Foreplay, people. Foreplay. You gotta, get the engine running. It just doesn't happen out of nowhere. Foreplay. Play a little bit. Practice staying in the moment. That's important. It's important. Know what you want and be able to ask for it. I want you to do this to me. I want you to do that. I want you to take me to the next level. And this one's gonna sound crazy, but create rituals, things your mind, mentally, you have to be, there. So if you create like a whole kind of situation, not ritual in the bed standpoint, just like a ritual. All right. Again, I cannot tell you. Maybe y'all just have a certain time that y'all do one thing together. Or I can't tell you what the thing is, but create a little ritual that you two do together. You feel me? That's why date nights are important, because that's where we take this one time, once a week, we go on a date. We go on a date for a walk around the park. We go on a nice long drive. Or we actually go out to eat somewhere or meet each other for a cup of coffee so we can spend time and, chop it up and wrap a taste. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, y'all, I got to play this one more before I move forward because I got to show my love. Y'all know how I do. And I got a new video I have to show y'all this evening. So I'm going to play this commercial and then we're going to come back, show love, and then I'm going to play the video. And then I have some announcements that I have to make as well. So check this out.
What does getting it all done actually look like? A lot like this. Meet your new workspace. Oh, I'm not sharing the right screen, am I? Let's try this again. Meet your new workspace. Your whole team, right here. Let me just, sorry, Karen. All those projects on hold, just a click away from complete. Success is closer than you think. It's actually over there, right next to your success manager. It's built to expand as needed. The perfect freelancer for every project? Yes, please. Go ahead. You can use the F word as much as you want here. This is your selection of global freelance talent that never sleeps. All vetted for their excellence and their expertise. Love you, Kevin. Only thing left? Add your favorites to your list and share with your team. Okay, not all of them. Leave it to them to tackle all your business needs, leaving you free. Well, at least free to get more done. That's how fast they work.
Ready to transform your business?
Oh, that looks good. Love that. Approved. Oh, still sharing my screen.
Shout out to Fiverr. Yes. I'm telling you, you need some work done. Your team, you still have a team, but you need some extra help. That's where you go. And like I said, it does not take, the turnaround rate is so impeccable. It's crazy. So yeah, I do hire freelancers from time to time. And yes, I do recommend that's a good place to go. Not as expensive as you think, and you get what you're asking for. They only give you what you ask for. But yeah, y'all, I'm so invested in us all just having great adult lives and being in a great space as an adult. And because if we're happy, then the people that we love around us, we can make them happy too. But in order for that to happen, we have to make some of these things happen. So it is what it is. I also have another message before I get to showing my love. If you're an adult, I don't care, like, you're an adult. Never think for a second that somebody else is supposed to cater to you. Somebody's supposed to change their life to appease your ideals of what their life should be. Remember that we always have free thought. Free will is what we were blessed with on our birthday. And so never let anybody take your free will. People, if I'm working, I got some things going on and I get too busy, don't take it personal. Just take it as she's trying to do her. She's trying to build what she's trying to build, and appreciate that, because this is coming from my mouth. If I know you and I don't see you on a regular basis, and it's because you're busy, because you're trying to build your empire, I'm not going to take that personal. I'm going to be like, all right, I'm proud of you. You're doing your thing. And that's what it's going to be. But don't ever for a second think that my life will stop because you want me to do something some kind of way. No, I got to build for me and mine. And that's just what it is. But anyway, let's get to this love, because I have a video I want to show. And I mean, well, it's not a video. It's actually a song I want to play, but you'll see in a minute. Okay. So that was the message I had for y'all. But let me get to showing this love really quick. This list that I'm about to read from is from my listening audience. They hold a girl down. They come and download the podcast. They listen. Some come back, some don't, but I appreciate all of them. I did. So let me say this. We are in 6 continents. Yeah. All 6, because it's only 6. We're in all of them. And I appreciate the love from those who come through and check out the show. I do. We are in 21 countries and territories. I'm going to name them. And then I'm going to explain the whole process and the city situation, but we'll get to that in a minute. We are in the United States, France, Germany, India, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, South Africa, United Kingdom, Spain, Philippines, Belgium, Australia, Mexico, Nepal, Barbados, Israel, Canada, Japan, Hong Kong, and Ireland. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming through and listening to the show. I appreciate it so much. I love the love. Thank you for loving me the way I love you. Thank you. All right. So the list now for cities, normally, well, back in the day when I used to do this podcast, I would just name off the cities because the list wasn't that long. But now we're in 202 cities and I can't do that. So now what I do is check the download. You download the show, you come through, and you get on the top of the list. I'm going to shout your city out, and that's how I go. So let me get started. First and foremost, day one, peoples, day one family, San Jose, California. Shout out to them. Love you, babies. Hi. Baltimore, Maryland, my city, holding the girl down. I appreciate you so much. I love you, Baltimore. France, I will never disrespect on how you say this city. That's why I never say the name of the city, but just know it's in France. Day ones, appreciate them too. I appreciate you guys so much. Spring Valley, Nevada. Hi. Appreciate you, booze. Columbus, Ohio. Hello, Columbus. Frankfurt, Germany. Hello, Germany. Washington, Virginia. That's what's up. Hey. North Las Vegas, Nevada. I see you, booze. Norton Shores, Michigan. Shout out to you. In Ashburn, Virginia. Thank you, babies. I love you. I see the list. I see it, and I watch. I come back, and I tell y'all, I see you. And the way that you move up on the city list is, like I said, just go download the podcast, and I'll shout your city out at the end of the show. I really, really will. I love you guys. This is amazing. Man, this is amazing. And I remember when I used to complain about not getting any love in South America. And now I got some love in South America. Now, ain't that something? All right. So we had this song by my peoples down in D.C. His name is Truly Him. He sent me his new joint, and I'm going to play it. And then I have some announcements I have to make at the end of the show. Yes, I did. Check this out.
Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Deep inside, I feel the city in my soul. Calamari in a drink, I'm up at Ben's next door. And I'ma make money to the point where it won't bend no fold. This trapping music getting old, so I'm the perfect centerfold for concrete where the roses go. Moving up the toe to pole, fighting going toe to toe with struggles that I didn't know. I'm breaking six to make the glow, to show you there's a different flow. The GPS that knows the road to get to where we need to go. True. Hey, I'm black and I'm proud, no apologies with it. A little Irish, little Scottish, so I'm mixing, I get it. Powhatan was in Virginia, so I'm home when I visit. Know yourself and know your wealth, I found myself, I'm committed. My granny passed from colon cancer, I should tap the blue ribbon. If she was here, she'd say forget it, son, go tell them you winning. Share with people that you love, you only get what you giving. Forget the hate, fill up your plate, go show your city you living. Fix your face, you woke up this morning. Add your loved ones to your prayers, cause your friends still moaning. Find the happy thoughts within you and then push up on it. I could read the negative like I was hooked on phonics. I can see how some of my brothers, they got this demonic. Our upbringing, it was different, they ain't get this knowledge. DC University, most people skip this college. And by the way, I'm truly him, most guys don't get this honest. My friends, they tell me the T, some things you wouldn't believe. So many ideas conceived, then they gave birth to the streets. I just escape on these beats, today vacation depletes. Then I get back on my mental, relieving stress with this pencil. I get aggressive but gentle, I got some knowledge I'll lend you. It just depends what you're into. If your intentions are positive, I make sure I commend you. Cause I don't know what you've been through, but it's a story we'll get to. And we don't think the same, but I won't make it an issue. The grind, it never stops, and so my hustle's a ritual. My words, they shoot like bullets, you gon' feel when they hit you. Let this different way of thinking rip and tear through your tissue. Hey, help somebody, make a difference. For your people, stay committed. Born a sinner, gotta get it. Switch it up after repentance. If you want it, go and get it. Speak your thoughts, we never timid. I'm still tripping off that picture that I seen a little image. Cause that could have been my son or daughter, dog, so with my business. I just had to share my introverted thoughts to show commitment. I just had to stop and think of the importance of our women. They the ones that help us grow and push us way beyond our limits. True, come and get a truly vaccination, dog, cause I'm the illest. Yes, sir. New and Mo and truly him, we about to keep it independent. Lord, stop looking at your watch, cause I'ma be here for a minute. Yeah.
Shout out to Truly Him. I like that joint. It's dope. I was happy when he hit me up and told me he had a new joint for me, and I was like, yeah, I can't wait. He's a dope artist, and I appreciate the love. I appreciate that he come through and show me love. You feel me? Like, I appreciate him. Shout out to Truly Him. All right, so listen, here's my announcement, because I gotta tell y'all something. First of all, we are officially on Station Head. Yes, we are. We had to make a few changes with the radio situation. I wanted more freedom. And I didn't want to, like, I'm one of those people, I really believe in working smarter, not harder. Now, what happens with us switching our radio station format, now I can actually go live and still play music, play all the music I've been playing, plus other music. It's a win-win. So we decided that we were going to switch our format on the radio situation, and, we'll see. So the first live show will launch on January the 8th. The only time that I'll probably do a live show, unless something come up where I'm like, oh, hell no, I got to go live, will probably be on Sundays, and it's called Slick Mouth Sunday, because I talk some shit, and I have way more freedom over there to talk shit than a lot of these other platforms. So, yeah. That's coming. Slick Mouth Sundays. Be checking for the live show. Now, music will play every day. Well, yeah, just about every day. But Slick Mouth Sundays is where I'm really going to be going live and talking shit on a little radio station set. So that's what's going on there. There are a few other things in the works. As you can see, we have more advertisements because things are changing over here, and they're changing for the better, and we ain't mad at it. I'm not anyway. Others might be, but I'm not. If you're new to this show, you can always go back and check out old shows. You can go download it because we are on all streaming sites. Like your iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, and so on and so on and so on. Go check out the old episodes and see if you like it. You might just like it. If you would like to be on the show. And I have an announcement coming very soon concerning this and some other things, but I'm gonna put it all together. I'm just gonna say this here now. If you want to be on the show, if you have a product that you want to promote, if you have music that you want to promote, if you are a business owner and you want people to come to your establishment, come here. We'll talk about it. I said we are in 6 continents. Come on, people. Come up here and we'll talk about it. And it is what it is. But the email address is ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Again, the email address is ambitiouslythepodcast@gmail.com. Now, if you hit the Linktree link in our description, it'll take you to everywhere you need to be. And we're consistently updating that link because things change, like I said. Go check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Again, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Some changes happening over there too. Not going to talk about them until it's time, but I will. If you want to follow us on social media, hit the Linktree link in the description below. You can find us on social media. I'm on there, always talking some crap. Thank you to Daniel for coming through, dropping a comment. I appreciate that because I always encourage you guys to come through, drop a comment, good, bad, or it doesn't matter. I'm going to respond and we're going to talk about it. That's just what we do over here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. It gets interesting. No one show is the same. Like I said, on Mondays we do Media Monday. Wet Wednesdays we talk about some of everything. As far as adult content is concerned. And then on Fire Fridays, which you should tune in this Friday, we drop music, study music. Music from now is spreading throughout the United States, but we're working on it. But we drop music. We play music. Well, we only play the music that we have permission to play on the actual show. But yeah, we drop music. Fire music too. A lot of dope artists. And I have fun doing those shows. So yeah. So remember, Slick Mouth Sundays. That'll be a live radio show. Won't be going live on YouTube or any of those other places. So you just gotta tune in and see what it's about. See what we got going on over there. But it's happening. Things are changing, and I love it. I don't have any complaints right now. It is what it is. But if you want to check out any of our affiliates, their links are also in the description. So click the link. You go to holla at Fiverr. You know, you might need some graphic designs done, or who knows what it is what kind of business you have and what you need done. But go over there and check them out. And Buzzsprout, start a podcast. Be creative. I encourage all creativity. I encourage others to be creative. Let me know when you drop it. Maybe I can come on as the guest with promoted over here, or I can come on your show and we can talk stuff together. Let me know. I am gonna start allowing you guys. I'm gonna start dropping a link and allowing people to come on the show. Just whoever wants to come on and have a conversation and talk about the nonsense that we got going on over here. I will let you know when that's gonna happen, though. So yeah, that's the tea. My message before I leave is this: do not go out here with that toxic ass energy. It might work for Ari Fletcher, but that does not mean it's gonna work for you. You go out here and you shouldn't even want to be with somebody who you got to do all of that. You got to show out and you got to make them lose their shit just so you can know that you're loved. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. And if somebody pulling a tool out on you is what you need to know that you love them, baby girl, you need to go sit down and talk to somebody, because that is not love. That is just toxic ass behavior, and it doesn't belong anywhere. Nobody should behave like that. Nobody should want to be with somebody to do that kind of stuff. Like, that's crazy. It's retarded. Remember to keep the passion. Relationships are hard work, so try to keep the passion. Try to find a way for both of you to exist in a happy and passionate way. I'm going to always bring it back to passion. Passion is everything. That's how you keep the spices flowing and stuff. So it is what it is. Yeah, y'all. Like, just keep the passion. Keep it sexy. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Especially if you're in a relationship. I'm not saying going out here and being passionate with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Don't go out here being passionate with Jill, Jackie, and Jane. That's not what we're saying. What I'm saying is if you're in a committed relationship, if you're in a situation, if you're in a committed relationship, if you're married, it's always to remember that the passion that you had at first, that energy, that chemistry, it can always be reignited. You just have to put in the work. And I'm going to leave that right there. And so I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I wanted y'all to know, though, it is very adamant. I'm very adamant that you mind your business. Don't get up in everybody else's business. Leave it to me to mind everybody else's business for you. And then come here and listen, and I'll tell you people business. Because usually that happens on Monday. But mind your business. Stay safe. It's crazy out here. People are losing their minds. I don't know why. Keep your distance. Social distancing is still important, alive and well. Wear your mask. Do all of the things that you need to do. I'll never tell you what to do with your body, but I will tell you it's very important that, it's very important to, watch how you move out here right now. And just stay out of trouble. Stay out the way. And just kiss your kids. Tell them you love them. It's okay to tell your children thank you. It's okay to say please to your kids from time to time, but it's very important that you put your foot down and you let them know what's not acceptable and what's acceptable. We need that old school kind of vibe back, but not necessarily, some of the other stuff that some of the old school people did. But that guidance thing is very important and it's still needed. So talk to your children. Have a talk. I make it a point to talk to my daughter every day. We have a discussion. After I finish the show, she's probably gonna come in here and talk to me in a few minutes anyway. But just love your children. Love on them. They need the love. Everybody needs the love, but specifically these babies. They are what's gonna transition our future. So make sure you take good care of those babies out there if you have children. And with that being said, I'm gonna bid you guys adieu because I got stuff to do. Good night.